All right, so now we got that Arborvitae down. I'm gonna fire up the case 445, get some gravel over here. What I tried to do was trying to get the big roots out of this. So I've got kind of a pile of roots on the far side over here. Everything else I just kind of tracked into the base. I was thinking I was going to try and dig down and find clay to make a better base for the driveway, but then I kind of remembered we added a bunch of soil in here to try and bring up kind of where all the wood is sitting up to kind of a level grade. Years ago, this used to slope off a lot faster downhill before YouTube, so became kind of apparent kind of quickly here that we weren't going to run into any clay or any kind of virgin soil. I did kind of hit the frost line, I think, from years past, so I've added probably about a foot of material this year. So we kind of found the base of that, kind of re-spread it around, and then you saw me use the mini back and forth there, just tracking it in. That's got a lot higher ground pressure than that 445. I should look that up. The case has got under 4 pounds of pressure. I think it's like 3.75 or 3.85 with that lowering track system on it. The case, I'm guessing, is a lot higher than that, maybe closer to, I don't know, 6, 7, 10, I don't know. We'll have to look that up, so remind me of that. But yeah, this got tracked in nice. This will take far less gravel now. So let's go jump in that case 445 and get some gravel in here. Basically what I want to do is wait for this jet. All right, jet's about gone. Now we'll probably get some duck hunters shooting shotgun. So this is kind of the edge of the driveway. So not a lot of new gravel underneath the tank or underneath that pile of cherry. I want to kind of keep this as an island. There's an inlet to a culvert right there, a cat right there, and a maple tree right there. So this is kind of going to be the island that we circle around. The main path for the vehicles is going to be basically right off of this corner to probably about here, and it's going to sail around. So we got to take this pine tree down that's directly in the way. But then my hope is to kind of curve through here, and we'll basically make the line of gravel like right through here. So everything this way will all be graveled, and then we're gonna have kind of a nice soft arc kind of going underneath this tree towards the mini, and then hopefully later this fall yet we'll get that willow tree down, and the idea being that this gravel kind of continues around just to the right side of that willow tree. I still want to keep, there's about 8 or 9 feet or 8 feet between those logs and the back side of that willow, which should give us enough room to kind of track the machine through there and stay off the gravel so we don't get it all torn up. But so yeah, that's kind of the game plan. I'll set you guys back up in a time lapse, and hopefully you can see the case 445 do some grading. So all right, how's it going, kitty? Hi, Lizzie. All right, I got this all smoothed out. A little over where I wanted to be, but we got this all smoothed out. What I was trying to shoot for basically was, if I take this tree down, this gravel will continue across and kind of meet into this. It might end up being a little bit more straight on, so kind of like that. But the game plan was a little bit for this edge of gravel to pass through there and meet up with that white corner there. That's this right above the loader arm is the corner of the lean-to. So it's not perfectly square with the building, but I needed to get a little bit more room in order to make that circle with a bigger truck and trailer. So by carrying about maybe a 20 or 30 degree angle off the corner of that shed through to about here, and then there we go. All right, once we get, so this lines up with the shed back over this way, right? So off of that corner, 20 degrees or so, coming straight across right through here and matching up with that line of gravel. Then once we get to this corner, then we're gonna head that direction to the backside of that willow tree. That should give me a really nice big turnaround in order to get just about anything in here and turned around, short of maybe a semi-tractor trailer. But it'll also give us a lot more parking. You know, the reason this is brand new gravel and this isn't is this is still an old asphalt driveway that has to get torn up. It might be better to just tear that up. We'll see. I don't know if I got enough time here before winter, but that might be something we get to. And then we'll just have this little island to kind of contend with. Theoretically, that should be low, and it is where the drain pipe is, but it could get just built up, and water could run away from it. We kind of fixed our slope problem. Look at that cat trying to trip me. We fixed our slope problem from the front of the barn. It falls all the way along the new driveway and out to the Mini X. So it's low, or it falls downhill, I guess. The Mini is probably about 4 or 5 inches low from the barn floor. It doesn't look like it. I know camera doesn't do this justice, but the whole gist of this whole deal was in order to get water that used to sit in front of the barn and just kind of make a muddy mess out there, to get that all limestone and rocked so that we have no more mess and we stop tracking mud around. It's been a long time coming, but we're finally on the home stretch here. So like I said, this is old driveway. Probably should tear it up. I just don't have any time to haul it off at the moment. But that'd probably make this look a lot nicer. And then the new driveway, right, so I mean, here you can see the asphalt's all tore up. This probably isn't much of asphalt anymore, but if we made a nice clean break here, maybe next spring, then you could kind of come down the driveway. That great big stump is right underneath that piece of wood. So I've got to grind and do something there, or I've kind of got it buried at the moment, but it'd be nice to kind of grind that out of there. Maybe a fall project, probably a spring project. But then we could kind of feather this driveway. So if I head up here by the cars a little bit further, there we go. All right. So here's the next stump up the driveway, so 30, 40 feet. Here's the cottonwood, the Bain cottonwood we took down. And just beyond that is where the gravel starts. So right across there would be all gravel. And then if we ground that stump out, we could even take this corner of gravel and probably taper it up into here somewhere. Maybe take the driveway up about half this way. I'm not sure. It really gets steep. You guys can kind of see it here. It falls off quite steep. You don't want to drive down there. The track machines do it, the lawnmower can do it, but you're not going to want to take a vehicle down there. So I'm kind of thinking just past this stump is where we could flare the driveway a little bit. You know, maybe make it, you know, 4 or 5 feet, and then kind of tie into that corner and tie into that flare. That way you'd have all kinds of room down here. Might be kind of a bugger to plow it, but you know, if I keep one true edge here, that's what we would plow. I wouldn't really worry about what was over here. That would just be where the snow piles go. So as I'm talking this out, that kind of sounds like a good idea, actually. I think we're gonna keep this second pine tree, at least for the time being. Nice red pine. You know, I'd like to plant some more spruce in here or something like that to kind of hide the house a little bit and hide kind of what's going on up here. We might get to that yet, so. But anyhow, I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna try and go and get this video edited so it can come out early next week and you guys can have it for Thanksgiving. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy the time with your family, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day around the yard.